క్వాలిటీ ఆర్ట్ ఆఫ్ డిజైన్స్లో నేను వచ్చేసాను పోలిఫామ్ దగ్గరకండి. చాలా చాలా బాగుంది. సో ఇంకెందుకు ఆలస్యం, ఒక్కసారి మనం చూసేద్దామా? వచ్చేయండి. సో ఇప్పుడు మనతో పాటు పోలిఫామ్ అసోసియేట్ డైరెక్టర్ సుష్మిత కపూర్ ఉన్నారు. సో వారితో ఒకసారి మాట్లాడి సో పోలిఫామ్ గురించి ఇన్ డీటెయిల్గా మాట్లాడేద్దాం. హలో మ్యామ్.
Hi.
హౌ ఆర్ యూ?
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So when you have started this polyform?
Okay. Polyform, basically we are retailers.
Okay.
So we have, and in Hyderabad, this is a store of Polyform, which is a 6-year-old brand. But Polyform as a brand is a family-run business, and it has been since when I was also not born.
Okay.
So this particular brand is running since then.
Okay.
And now it's generation after generation that they are growing and growing as a brand, and we are the retailers who have a dealership of a Polyform brand in India, in South India I would say.
Okay.
So in Hyderabad we started our journey including family, including Polyform, which is around 6 years, and in Bangalore we have a store which also has Polyform and other various brands, and that's almost 12 years old there. So in a nutshell, Polyform in South India is almost 12 years old. So and now why Polyform in India, and why have we chosen this particular brand? Polyform as a brand, it does kitchens, as we are going to showcase the kitchen. It does wardrobes. Wardrobe and kitchen are very well curated segments in Polyform, and Polyform also does living room furniture, carpets, accessories and other various things, which we will see it as we show you the showroom around. Now coming to the kitchen segment, we have 5 different segments as I'm going to show you around, and
Okay.
that's when you will understand what we are talking about Polyform.
Okay, let's go.
So here, where we are standing at the moment, we are going to start from there, and here in this particular segment, we would see a very interesting and one of the top of the line Polyform kitchen.
Okay.
Now here we have displayed in terms of finishes, it is wood veneer.
Okay.
And other station that you would see down in here is a high gloss, a high gloss finish, and that is a glass segment. So this is a three different finishes put together to bring up this kitchen.
Okay.
Now I would just start with why Polyform Kitchen, which is an Italian brand,
Okay.
and why is it applicable, or why we should do it for an Indian consumer.
Yeah.
Right, because in India or in other part of the country, in other part of continents that you see, it's a very different, we have a tropical conditions which is different as compared to what Italy has. Our lifestyle is very different from Italians.
Okay.
So the basic question that should come down to our minds, why not an Indian kitchen and why an Italian kitchen?
Okay.
Now understanding that in our kind of a kitchen we have house help working for us, we ourselves cook at times, so it's majorly is house help that help us out in our household chores.
Okay.
So here we have a tall unit. Now how it is applicable for Indian consumer is what I'm going to start with the technicality bit,
Sure.
and then of course you can see the aesthetic and other bits.
Yeah, sure.
Now here to start, normally what we do, normally in the kitchen, first thing in the morning we just clean the floor.
Yeah.
We do a wet cleaning, we do a
Yes.
dry mopping, everything what we do it, which is leftover at the previous night thing, we just try, and then we start our cooking, do some puja and start our cooking. Now when we are doing all the dirt and all, when we are cleaning it off, when the house help comes, she'll simply broom the floor, right? This is a metal skirting, so that you don't have to tell your staff that अरे ठीक से इसको साफ करो, ये laminate है, अरे ये veneer है, और all of that. Absolutely, it's a kitchen where you can, if there is any stain, you can clean it up.
Yeah.
This particular skirting has a rubber below this. Rubber, whenever you are mopping or you are doing a jharu and all of that, the food particles don't enter inside. Hence, there is no insect.
Yeah.
That is a house inside. So that is what the basic technicality. And now I'll go upwards. Now you know our climatic condition is very hot when it is hot, and it's pretty humid when it is humid.
Yes.
So we see different kind of a climatic conditions. In that case, there is a situation where all these kind of a wood, they react.
Yeah.
In polyform, this particular, I would say, when we are talking about the wood is all seasoned wood, and these veneer, they have been burned to a situation where the entire moisture has been taken out.
Okay.
So, आप कोई भी season ले लो. If it is a rainy season, it will not bend, it will not warp.
Okay.
If it is any kind of a season, it doesn't affect.
Okay.
Another beauty of technicality and expertise I would take it through, since we are standing here. Now this veneer is of certain thickness, right? So in that thickness, giving these groove lines, this is so very polyform. Now here, when you open up this particular unit, it is again a storage unit of various things you can store in snack. I think this is absolutely particular, very interesting element for a snack cabinet.
Okay.
Because in the house, if any kid is coming in, or husband's coming in, they are not going to search the snack. This works very well for a snack counter.
Yeah.
So we can have all the cereals, breakfast thing, and all of these things inside this. And this can be like one of the very interesting unit as a display.
Yes.
And of
so
course,
beautiful.
as for a utility point of view, also this is also very interesting.
Yes.
The detailing is interesting, and you know that this is something that it's fun having this kind of a kitchen at home.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
down in here, I have a unit, but again, this is very purposeful kitchen segment.
Yeah.
Here you will see that this is a shelf.
Yeah.
And I might have a requirement where I might have a bigger jar which I want to put it here.
Yeah.
In that case, what will happen? I have to just take out this clip,
Okay.
push it down,
Oh.
and reclip it.
Okay.
So I get a distance what I require.
Yeah.
These three shelves are all where we can adjust the height of the unit.
Yeah.
And top and bottom, of course, because there is a mechanism attached,
yes.
it will remain fixed.
Yes.
Now all soft closing mechanism by default.
Okay. Nice.
This has got certain weight.
Wow.
It opens up 165 degrees.
Okay.
Hence these many hardwares that you see. So
Okay.
it is technically one of the very superior kitchens that we are talking about.
Okay.
So these kind of where the weight is calculated as per the weight of the cabinet, you will not probably see in many kitchens, but of course you will see it in polyform. Now, this shelves have got lot of, we don't calculate a weight of an object when we are storing. And these shelves have certain capacity, right, to hold the weight.
Yes.
So to understand that, what Polyform has done, they have given an additional bar, iron bar. This takes up the weight, the additional weight that you are putting inside this cabinet.
Okay.
Again, we are talking about something that is so technical yet so important.
Yeah.
And this only that Polyform you can see these kind of technicalities, which is absolutely durable and long run.
Okay.
And then of course I have a very interesting element tray, which is a D tray. And this particular D tray, of course it is cantilevered, as you can see.
Yeah.
And this can hold up to some 20 kgs of storage.
Okay.
I would not say that you can have these many D trays, but this is very handy. Like otherwise I have to bend and I have to pull the things from inside.
Yes.
This doesn't allow me. I just have to bend and I have to pull up the D trays.
Okay.
And take out my material and put it across.
Yeah.
So it comes out very handy in corner shaped areas. And here you go. So this is a kind of an accessory which is very, very helpful in corner segments. I'll start with the wall unit here, and the wall unit is a normal swing door.
Okay.
But this normal swing door is a soft closing again. It doesn't bang. Second thing is it has a finger pull light.
Okay.
We call it a finger pull light the way Italians do.
Okay.
And there's a light and it's a handle. So it is a purpose that is, two purpose at one particular hardware that is taken care of. And of course it is lighting my workstation, which I require while we are working. It lights up very fairly well, it is lit. And the beauty is, again, what I would say, how the detailing has been created. Now the entire aluminium framework on which this is only 3mm glass. The way it has been captured and it has been designed is something that is super technical and very interesting element, with a design which is absolutely in bronze glass, which is unique with Polyform only. Now in sink unit, when we are opening up this particular unit, the whole story lies on the technicality how this has been built. Normally in the kitchen, when we do a carpentry kitchen or any other kitchen, you will not think, you will take any boxes that you have made, even you make the same boxes, not thinking that this is something that this area will be the most moist area.
Yes.
There is a bin, there is a garbage inside, there is a wet garbage, dry garbage. Then then there is a pipeline running through, which is an absolutely moist, and this is a harbor. This is the area which harbors the most insects and cockroaches. To maintain this particular unit, we have the entire thing in metal. This is all metal laminate. This is metal laminate. This is metal. Right? This is front is metal. The base is metal. The shelf itself is metal. There is no scope of any kind of a ply, MDF, particle, nothing is visible. Everything is metal. And the bins that you see is all PVC. Right? So basically, all the bins are PVC. It's much easier to clean. But the beauty is what we are talking about. Bins having all metal. So that if at all, say for example, you have gone out for 3-4 days vacationing somewhere, and there has been a leakage. If it was a normal kitchen, if there was a leakage, the entire cabinet would have got destroyed by 3 days or 4 days. Here, if there is a leakage, there is no way the cabinets can get destroyed, just because everything is metal cladded. So it can hold the water for the longest possible time. It doesn't seep inside and create that havoc that would otherwise create. Now the hood, what you are seeing is again a Polyform hood. You can see the width of it. There's a lot of style. There's a lot of aesthetic attached to while you are cooking also. So the intent of this width is that it is covering the entire segment where you are cooking. On the station, I have teppanyaki and a 2-hob burner. That is on my display. And here is unit where while working I would be require spoons and vessels. So the first thing comes to my mind is a cutlery inserts that I would want. Then can be a spice rack, and then can be for a pots and pans. Now on this side is a spice rack or plates or a smaller containers and accessories. And on this side I have a anti-skid rubber mat. If there is no accessory inside, this drawers come with an anti-skid rubber mat by default. Now this does not allow any movement to happen. So if I am putting up any spice rack here, say if I am putting any spice rack here and I have closed the unit, when you open the unit, you don't see any movement in it. So this is what we are talking about, that there would not be any movement because of this anti-skid rubber mat. Right? All soft closing again. But I would just tell you that this particular drawers have a servo drive in it. Normally it is it has to be a manual drawer, but since it's a kitchen, we are talking about luxury, we have a servo drive. What does a servo drive, how does it work in a servo drive? Now say for example, if it was manual, I would have bored down and I would have opened the unit and taken the vessel out. And here I have again a wooden veneer. You can see the thickness of the wooden segment,
Yeah.
wooden top. That is something which is very interesting.
Yes.
And this again, these bar stools are very interesting bar stools, and you can enjoy your breakfast in chit chat and working in this kind of
Yeah.
a breakfast bar. I think it's one of the fun areas that people want to use, and it is little different from our regular kitchen as well. So here we are with a breakfast bar island. Now here there is a depth of 2 feet, as you
Okay.
can see here, and also we have a storage that side
Okay.
of the island. Now here also we have a storage,
Okay.
which is again, you see that all the units when you open it up, they are all lit.
Yes,
So
yes.
even there is a little bit of light that has been added.
Okay.
If in case you require, if you don't require, it's an optional.
Okay.
And again, soft closing by default. So
Okay.
everything is soft closing. The finish is in, as I said, that it was in a high gloss lacquer.
Yeah.
And again, the technicality of this high gloss thing, like why we have displayed here high gloss, is the beauty, what we are talking about, the thickness of lacquering that has been done to this particular unit. This is again superbly technical thing.
Okay.
You can see the thickness. This is almost 0.8 mm of thickness of lacquering that has been done to this. Now this thickness makes the product absolutely anti-scratch resistant.
Okay.
So it's high gloss, it's prone to, it should be prone to scratches, but the number of lacquering that has been done to this has hardened the lacquering, and hence it has become a anti-scratch resistant.
సో చూశారు కదా ఏడీలో ఈ కిచెన్ డిజైనింగ్ని. సో మళ్ళీ వచ్చే ఎపిసోడ్ సో ఆర్ట్ ఆఫ్ డిజైన్లో మళ్ళీ కలుద్దాం. అంతవరకు బాయ్ బాయ్.